me. So that was disappointing. But she's just a powerhouse. You know, some people have the ability in a scene to sort of change the direction of the scene within it when you're looking at another actor to see that kind of power. She just steers it in such a masterful way, and she's amazing.
My second on that.
Kunal. Bill mentioned a good point.
Yes.
One of the things that we talked about early on was that Leonard and Sheldon both have the mothers that the other would have wanted and needed.
That's very interesting.
Nobody would want my mother.
That's actually, that's actually true.
Yes. I mean, she's so awful, you don't even want to see her.
You can't even put her on camera.
This is Kara Susie, who plays Mrs. Wolowitz, told us a story, and she said, "You're never gonna believe this. I'm in a restaurant, I'm ordering, someone, just from my voice, I don't know how, says, you play the mother on the big day."
Yeah, I was in a play, she was in the audience a few days ago, and I just heard, stop, where is she? How could you tell I was here?
Kunal.
Yes.
Raj has a very difficult time talking to women unless he's drunk. Sober Raj he's sweet, and he's funny, and he's very friendly, and drunk Raj is obnoxious. So it follows, logically, that someday Raj is likely going to wake up next to a woo girl.
I'm sorry, a what?
A woo girl. I want you to imagine an obnoxious girl drinking a fruity drink with an umbrella in it, wearing a stripper cowboy hat, standing in a bar, going, woo! That's a woo girl. So it's likely that drunk Raj would, gravitate toward, someone who is as obnoxious. So I'm wondering if...
Oh, that's a bad thing.
When Raj wakes up next to this girl, does he care? Does he try to talk to her, or just sort of like do the walk of shame out of his own place? And most importantly, how does he break this to Wolowitz?
First of all, I think Raj would want to dress as this girl. He would be the one on the bar with the cowboy hat and the boots, if he was drunk enough. I think the next morning, when he woke up, that's such a good question. God, we done? I think he would invite Wolowitz to pick him up from where he was and casually show him his accomplishment of everything. And then laugh in his face. And never let him forget it for the rest of his life.
And then Wolowitz would put chloroform over his nose and knock Raj out and drag him into the closet and roll him up on a carpet, and then he would sleep with the girl. Buy some lime, salt, and big Raj. Sorry.
That is some subtext. It's unbelievably dark. Okay, my last question.
Improv a lot on the show.
That's the improv.
No, that's just psychosis.
So much. We're learning a lot today. My last question before I open this to the audience is for Jim.
Yes, I enjoyed working with you.
Will's been worried about that. He's been really worried.
You are one of the most generous and affable and easygoing actors I have ever worked with.
I'm a little surprised to hear that, but that's very nice to hear.
It is genuinely delightful to work with you and play your nemesis. I wanted to ask you a question that I am frequently asked. What is it like for you as an actor to play a character who is so unlike who you really are?
It's two things. It's extremely fulfilling as an actor because there's so much to do. You know, I think there's a lot of jobs. There's a lot of jobs in the world, and even on TV, though, where you're 3 years into it, you can be like, whoa, there's a certain phoning in of this that I need to get over. And I never feel that because there's so darn much to get done, and it's fun to do. The second thing I'd say is it's surprisingly easy in a lot of ways because of, and sincerely because of the writing, because it's right there. You know, I think that you get bored with a job or you don't get to do a good job, especially on TV a lot of the times because of if it's not really, if the writing's not up to par. And I don't feel like I have to make up a bunch of crap. I certainly don't have to make up any lines, but even as far as the execution of the lines, you know, I know that I'm doing my interpretation of them in a way that I'm not thinking about anything. I feel like it's all there on the page. Sometimes very explicitly. Like, I've maybe even told this before, but there was like,